So it was few actually minutes, over 10 minutes I was recording, but didn't record it properly. We're gonna be addressing a lot of comments. Frankie Berlin, sorry for not replying. And take three, freaking take three. Oolykee, for some reason, this is the second time that I failed to, for some reason it didn't start recording, so here we go. Hello, I'm repeating myself for the third time. Let's see if I can be more efficient in talking now. I'm gonna be talking fast, hopefully you guys not gonna have problem with that. You never do, of course. I'm gonna first apologize for Frankie Berlin with his, I didn't reply to him for over a day with biological waste. I can't imagine anybody would want to import biological waste, or that there would be a machine for sorting. Oh wait, everybody would want to separate biological waste. Sorry about that. That there would be a machine for sorting the potato peels and apple cores out of the big mountain of mixed waste. Okay, so let's talk about chicken farms. Mechanically deboned chicken. If you go to your shop and you find some done foods, a lot of them, most of them will say mechanically deboned chickens. Like, we have machines that remove automatically, without a butcher, without a knife, removing meat from the bones. And that seems pretty complicated, but we found a way. I don't actually know how the machine works, but I'm not even gonna Google it, but it does. Second thing, harvesters that you can see here. How do they separate the, let's say, soybeans, husk of a soybean pod and the little soybean inside? It's just blowing the wind. They just blow the wind when it's cracked open, the pod. Soy is heavy, it drops down, while the little pod is blown away by the wind. So we have mechanical separation of stuff, we have wind separation of stuff, we have lasers measuring the size of a fish and separating, sorting fish per size, which is also something that, it seems like a high end, but I think we already possess this technology for a long time. Not only fish, like, let's say, egg, that is bad, egg gone bad in like egg packing factory or whatever. These things, there's these things that we need to address, that we need to know about in order to understand how separating waste could be possible. I think the only reason why we are not separating waste is because there's no political will to do so. Maybe there's not enough waste to have constant production that we are actually struggling at right now. So I think even the mixed waste can easily be separated. You can grind it down, like metals can be separated with magnets. Some metals, not all of them. Ferrous metals can be. Then you can separate by composting, and then you treat it with chemicals to not to be like poisonous or whatever, and should be all treated like it's being done here. I think it's possible, but there's no political will. Infrastructure, I think, is the most thing. You need to build infrastructure, and everybody is looking at the housing prices and this kind of stuff. So waste separation is not the most important thing on the menu these days. But anyway, continuing on, I think it's possible to do so. The easiest way would be to allow your residents to separate at home. We separate it in all of our recycling. We do separate all of that, but still on the waste dump here it says that we have over 10% of biological waste. I'm just gonna put it out there, might not be 3 Division fault or game's fault. It could be that we were stockpiling the trash in the beginning, all of it, mixed waste, wasn't separated in the beginning, that's why we don't have, that's why it's not perfectly separated, but I am not 100% sure. We will see. Okay, that being said, let's move on to the next comment with Pam. Pam's comment was really good. She started the whole talk about the coal, so I'm gonna just real quickly go through her comments. She said, "I would not use coal for power. Coal is used for chemicals, heating, and cement. This is a great idea. Cement, I didn't even think of that. Heating, The only reason why I'm using heating in my Let's Plays because when I start going from the border, it's a more calorie dense energy source, so we can actually more easily transport it. We can carry more heat calories in a tank truck than we would in a dumper truck, so it's just like easier for us to handle. But coal, I don't have any problems with using coal for heating. More pollution be damned. Cement is something that I didn't even think about, but steel is something that you gave me idea with, and that I would like to start producing our own steel. And I was like, oh, we have all this coal, why wouldn't we just import a little bit of iron and make our own steel? And I have a couple of steel mills here, like for example, vanilla one produces 43 tons of steel. I have this one, I'm not sure whose mod is this, but this one produces 12 tons of steel per day, which is something that I think would be in our alley. 12 tons per day. Is that too much? Not enough? 43 tons of steel per day, that's a lot, and this is gonna be extremely expensive. This one will be probably much less expensive. I have my favorite is the electric arc furnace that doesn't require coal, but this defeats the purpose of using coal to produce steel. So I would assume that this one would be okay. It's almost 4 times less productive than vanilla, but I have these two as well, blast furnace new and blast furnace old, that require oil and fuel with coal and iron to produce 30 tons of steel, which is also interesting, and I really like it. So what do you think about these two? Is this could be a little bit too much for us, but it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. I'm just putting it out there. So let me know what you think about these two plants. Do we go for 30 ton of steel per day, or do we go for the 12 tons of steel per day to begin with? And then she mentioned scar production. This is a little bit over my head because I don't know how profitable they are. Like, currently we are still kind of breaking even here we're still breaking even. By the way, I imported a couple of more trams in one of the tries to record, but I'm gonna put them in operation. Well, actually I can do it now. Copy this. Actually, I'm gonna have to do this. So copy this schedule to this tram, and off you go. And cars, I think they're profitable, but the whole logistics and industry around the cars is so expensive that I don't think we would be able to afford it, and that we wouldn't be able to pay off everything, all the debts and everything else that we would get by building these car industries that Pam is talking about, and old Gala supporting her with trains, planes, and so on and so on. So initially I would definitely focus on okay, and why power? Electricity production, I think it's really important, just because you get you start getting money straight away. You just start producing electricity and you get the money straight away, and this will help you a lot with the finances. So this is why I think electricity is one of the most important. Ooh, 72 returning back. That's really bad. That's the whole bus of people being returned. I'm gonna retire another bus, but I think we're running out of space. I need a bigger depot here. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Okay, some of the technologies that we're researching, I'm not even putting thoughts into this, so I'm just gonna be pressing now, so our people are actually working on something, but yeah. This is the future that I'm thinking about now. At the same time, we're gonna build this farm, which is gonna be supplying crops to the clothing industry, and we're gonna build a new farm that's gonna be producing meat or alcohol. We'll see which one. And recycling area. But I wanted to talk about something else. First of all, Copti said, I like how the tram line is progressing. Trash must be refined. We must have all the trash. And I said I seriously thinking about importing. I'm looking into it now. Sorry about that. I didn't look up until now. But while I was trying to research how much it costs to import the trash, I found something really interesting that it's going to be really interesting. This could be a cheat of the game. So let's talk about this. So you have, let's talk about the prices. Hazardous waste and chemicals. Let's go and check out our hazardous waste processing plant. So that's a waste treatment plant. You can see here that it's processing 7.5 tons of hazardous waste. It requires 1.1 tons of chemicals to be processed. I'm pretty sure I don't understand what these numbers mean, because at the same time you have maximum treatment per workday. So probably no, I have absolutely no idea what it means, because this is consumption at maximum production per day. And then you have maximum treatment per day. I have no idea what these two numbers mean, so this is all alien to me, but fine, you know, let 3 Division do whatever they want. Let's assume that these numbers are correct. If these numbers are correct, this is an extreme cheat mode. So 1.1 tons of chemicals can treat 7.5 tons of hazardous waste. Let's say, how much is 1 ton of chemicals? 1 ton of chemicals can treat 90% of this. 90% is 6.75 tons. So that means 6.75 tons of hazardous waste can be treated by 1 ton of chemicals. Oh, sorry, why am I going there? We can actually see all the numbers here. Importing waste. Importing hazardous waste. 6.75 tons of hazardous waste. That's a lot of hazardous waste. That would bring us 6.75 times 1,230 rubles. That means that we would get around 8,000. 6 times... yeah, I would say around 8,000 rubles for 6.75 tons of waste. 8,000 rubles. And how much would that cost to treat? That would cost to treat 1,600 rubles, 1,569 rubles. So you would earn pure 6,500 rubles per 6.7 tons of weight of cargo. Now, I think, don't quote me on this, but I believe that would be one of these 6.5 tons. Literally, we can get 1 ton of this hazardous waste from the border crossing and 1 ton of chemicals and earn 6,000 rubles per load. We can store it here and process it and then just earn money. This seems like, I don't want to say a cheat mode, and it's not going to be that much initially because it's far away from the border crossing, but this could be a new start of the game. Like, you literally import chemical waste, hazardous waste, you process it into mixed waste, you store it with yourself, whatever, and then you can either process it further or whatever you want to do. This is gold. I think this is gold mine, and I'm thinking about starting this right now. I don't have any space in any of the vehicle depots, but yeah, I'm gonna have to build a new depot. Oh, we can do the cheap one, free one, but yeah. Anyway, I've been talking for 13 minutes now. I'm gonna do a time lapse. In the time lapse, I'm gonna try to finish the roads over here. I did build a bypass here so we can start additional roads. Have some of the pavers and rollers, bulldozers over here, so I'm gonna just give them a little bit more priority. And yeah, this one is being finished as well. I need this one to have also priority. This one is finished, so they're gonna do a lot of work here. Anyway, so I'm gonna focus on finishing these roads. I'm gonna focus on finishing recycling area. I think over here I'm missing the separator for conveyor belt, because I think we're gonna need more gravel, or I can do it from this gravel storage for the maybe cement or something else. I don't know. We'll see for something concrete mixing or asphalt mixing or whatever. So this is going to be considered, and then I'm going to be finishing some of the construction projects that we were working on so far. All the trams are in operation. This should provide us with all the workers that we need. That should provide us with all the money that we need, and slowly we're going to develop further. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say thank you. No, it's not done yet. We're going to do a time lapse. See you back in 5. Right, here we go. The farm is not even close to being built. We still need to assign. I have a little bit of a problem of transferring all the construction from here to the other side. I think I'm gonna do a lot of famous last words. Famous last words. I wanted to say that I'm gonna do a lot of off-screen work, but I don't know if I will. I don't know how much will I do. What the hell am I doing with these here? What am I doing with my life? All jokes aside, let's start removing everything that we don't need, just for the sake of removing everything that we don't need. Right, so it's not progressing as I thought it would. We will have everything in place, but looks like we don't. Okay, this is gonna be demolished, road construction office. I'm gonna have to go and see what else needs to be finished. We have here buses 3 and 4. Should I work on these or not? Council houses. Okay, let's go with these. Bus 3. I'm going to finish this. Container stand. Yeah, go and finish this. That would be bus 4. These looks like they're local constructions that can be finished shortly, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit rough for me, I think, to deal with the transfer of the constructions. There's these big projects here that I really don't want to start yet, just because they're gonna be so expensive. I wanted to tackle a couple of issues at a time. First of all, finishing the road system here, which you can see that it's ever so slowly being finished, so I'm gonna probably finish this off screen. Oh, we have some stuff here. Let's see if we can find you a new home. Do we have a... I can do this, Let's do this. Anything else? Let's do this as well. This one needs groundwork. Let's see if the other groundwork will cooperate. The problem is that I can't access the groundwork because groundwork is transport, groundwork is here, which it doesn't even have, not even an adjacent, it's double landlocked until all the roads are finished. So yeah, looks like the dumper trucks here, for some reason, they're still not working to a full capacity. So what I'm gonna do now is get them more dumper trucks over here. So this one, you're not driving, go here. This one, not driving, go here. This one, not driving, go here. And fourth one, not driving, go here. So I have new, oh wow, I actually have quite a few projects assigned to these guys. What about this one? Ooh, this one is not even connected. Let's do this right now. We're gonna need electricity if we ever gonna work on this. So transport, groundwork, dumpers. I'm gonna go for all of them. Dumpers here. That's it. Yeah, let them work. Let these guys work first on this, and then I'm gonna be transferring them ever so slowly. In one episode, or sorry, in one of the comments was the fire station. Fire station. We have this one here. It does fire the farm, cover the farming area, and looks like it's gonna cover all of these. We do need to finish the roads in order to cover it, but not the new city. So the next thing we need to build around here is the fire station. First and foremost, the fire station. This is gonna be the most important building, and it always is. Again, this was from Alaska series. Stats was kind enough to say this is important, pay attention. And I paid attention, and it was really the most important thing to actually build the fire station first before you build anything else, just so you are protected, so any of your projects don't just burn down, you know, as a prevention from not prevention from anything, but yeah, you need to pay attention to that. Let's go for a farm. I'm gonna go for buses 4 here. Yeah, do I want to maybe assign another construction office to this? Yeah, sure, let's go with number 1. New farm. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it, if this farm is gonna make it in before the sowing season starts, but I don't know. Let's try. Let's see. it doesn't really matter. We have a farm here, the fields are not. Well, fields can be fertilized if I switch from farm to... actually, yeah, this farm can do all the sowing, and then when this farm is done, I can just reassign the fields. It's gonna be a couple of smaller fields that I'm gonna have to create because I want to have smaller fields as well. Let's see the trams. Oh, 65 people are returning with no work. That's kind of unfortunate. What about you guys here? Ooh, 46 people returning without work. What about this tram? 2 people returning. Okay, so we still don't have this. I mean, it's working perfectly because factories are full of workers. Clothing is being produced. Let's do a little bit of a test. 2nd of March. Let's do financial test. Actually, we don't need to pause this. Or financial test. Last month, exports to Soviet Union, 44,000. I think this is a record. 44,000, and then we're gonna go a month before. Clothes, 69,000? Ooh? From January, okay. And then a month before that, 51. Okay, a record, my ass. It's actually the lowest one in the last few couple of months. Probably it's stockpiled due to these rush hours that we have clothes stockpiled, so they exported 1 year a little bit more, 1 year a little bit less, and probably that's why. One other thing I didn't mention is if we're gonna continue importing these waste, let's see, can we see this? Export to Soviet Union? No, it doesn't tell us. Well, we are here, container facilities. Hey, why don't I do this? And then here, wait until loaded. Yeah, just so they don't have to drive if there's not cargo. Cargo space. No, cargo road. Car not go space. Shipping, here for Old Gala. Shipping is gonna be researched next. 75% happiness of people, 84% here. That's a little bit lower. 86, 87 was the highest we ever had. Okay, everything that I was saying today in today's episode, it's a lot. I talk a lot. And it's I did say a lot of stuff in this episode. I'm not even sure if I covered everything. I'm slowly dismantling construction industries from here. This is kind of good thing. We have capacity over here. I'm thinking of maybe keeping one construction office just to finish some of the stuff that we are making. Ooh, cargo. That's here. You know what? Everything is delivered already. So what the hell? Let's just go. Is it 3? Probably it's 3. Hopefully it's 3. Right. So you can go and work. I did buy another tanker truck. And I wanted to see in the finances here, import of resources here, the hazardous waste. 6.5, seriously? 6.5 tons of hazardous waste is only 1,000 rubles. What? Okay. Obviously they're lying to us. So it says here that we imported 20 tons of hazardous waste last month, and that was 5,000 rubles. But for processing that, we're gonna need like what, 3 tons of chemicals, which might not be. I don't know. I don't think they even know. The 3 division doesn't know what this means. For me, this means 1 ton of hazardous waste will cost this much money. For selling, for buying. 1 ton. Our balance book doesn't show this, so I have no idea. Comment section, guys. So hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. On paper, this sounds great. In reality, it doesn't work. I might be doing something wrong though, so I have no idea. For now, the project is to finish construction of these. We already have. Oh, we still don't have this. Why don't we have this? Do we have capacity? Nope and nope. Do we have capacity over here? Nope and nope. Okay, so we need we don't really need a storage here. What we need, electricity and water. Electricity is still not done, so this needs to be finished. Electricity, rest of it not done, and this one here not done. So there's a lot of electricity to be finished. before we can start processing this. Water is supplied, that's fine. Power not. And resource missing, construction waste. By the way, this is gonna be easiest job ever, delivering waste here. Oh, we even have oh, the footpaths are done. Actually, the smaller ones are done. The big one is being done now. This is absolutely great. I'm loving this. And then when the bus stop is done, this bus stop will be delivering people all the way there to the gravel production area. Did you get fuel? They still don't have fuel. They selected this to deliver fuel. Oh, I actually did. Can you deliver fuel? Maybe maybe there's a time bomb happening with the oil, and I'm just not aware of it. 1 oil, 2 oil, 3 oil. Trucks are on the border crossing here, and none of them are actually going to the bucket dredger. That's interesting. Anyway, no, that's it. I'm leaving it here. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice one. See you in the next one. Bye bye.